Okay, so that dark house in the, in Greenpath actually does not have one of the dreamers in it. I always thought it... oh, what's in there then? Probably something... Oh. The left of the dreamer is a nice breakable wall. Yeah, no, I remember. I'm just filling in the map at this point. I'm pretty tired-ish. So I'm not, like, super motivated to, I'm not super motivated to, like, do anything terribly hard. I should. I mean, what I should probably do is just, like, go bananas on this game. Keep going for, like, another hour or two. Just get everything done. Let's go get that tree while we're here. But yeah, with all the extra interruptions that I've been dealing with over the past couple days, it's been impossible for me to even, like, keep up with certain schedules. So I missed an episode for Hollow Knight, which I'm sure those of you on YouTube have noticed that one. That I missed today, and, you know, it's kind of hard to keep up with, like, Hades and stuff, and it's like, ah. Because my schedule is... if I have no interruptions... my schedule is ironclad. Mostly ironclad. There are certain things that'll mess it up. But for the most part, you know, I can kind of keep on top of everything and finish everything and so on and so forth. But if I have, like, some kind of emergency or, like, extra chores that need be done, then it just, like, throws everything for the biggest loop. Okay, so I'm missing one. There it is. That it? Yep. Okay. Misted caverns, noxious spores, teacher. So what else we got here? So I am here. I've got that. We can go back to the guy. Let's go back to the guy and buy that that last bit. Say, remember you're looking for another place to live, yeah? Yeah. I actually need to respond to that. I haven't had the time to sit down. But I sent out feelers for 3 different places. And I think two out of 3 of them have gotten back to me. So if we're lucky, one of them might be really good. Shell also found, like, a townhouse that looked kind of nice, but it's a little close to the max in Portland, which is... it's like, on one hand, it would be lovely to be within, like, a 2-minute walk of the max. On the other hand, I don't know how loud it is. So that's a little bit of a worry. Because I love public transportation. It's so nice being able to... it's so nice being able to just hop on a train and go, say, into a city. Or further out. Or... you know, to a museum or somebody's place, and not have to worry about, like, parking late at night or the car getting broken into or something. And so, like, you know, I'd love to live near public transportation. It's just a matter of, will I be able to? Now, is this the right one? Yes, this is the right one. You say the max. No, the max is the, is Portland's light rail system. But hopefully we can find a place, because it looks like a neat city. We were originally considering Seattle, but a little bit further south will help. And it's also kind of cramped. Oh. Doesn't this kingdom just abound with surprises, building atop an acid lake? Despite the sight, I can't help but feel familiarity. Something stirs in my mind. I can't tell yet what. Or yet tell what. I thought it my lust for discovery that led me here, but now there seems something else. This building beckons me. I can feel it calling. Dare I head in? Who are you that leads me to this place? Oh. Now that is... that's a grub. Aha! Got it. Yeah, we're nearing the climax of Quill's story. Yep. We're actually getting pretty close to the end of a lot of characters' stories. Okay, so this takes us down into Queen Station. Fog Canyon. There's more to the left. I remember that much. Don't remember exactly which one I want to go to. I guess I'll just stick my head in each. So this one brings me back up to Green Path. Ow. And I am so garbage at avoiding those guys. I try, but I am garbage. Okay. Yeah, one of these is a challenge room. I want to say this one's the challenge room. Yeah, this feels appropriately challengey-ish. Maybe? I don't know. All in a seal. Yeah. Lost. Okay, yeah, nothing fancy. Okay, this might not be the challenge zone then. Maybe it is. No, it keeps going. Because, yeah, this is how we get in. Well, do we do it? I don't remember if there's a stagway in the Queen's Gardens. I want to say yes? I can't tell you. Oh, Overground Mound. This is the last of the shaman areas, if I remember right. Man, at this point, I'm just wandering around aimlessly. Oh, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, this is where you get the up spell. Is it? Probably is, actually. Well, that'd be handy. We could certainly use it. Admittedly, I haven't focused much on magic. That's just my face. Like it knows I'm coming. Frame. Yeah, Howling Wraiths. Tap B while holding up to unleash Wraiths. Bam. Oh, right. Gotta just... this one. Hear me. I was really hoping you could actually get more information out of that thing. But no. Let's see. Ah, get out of here. Okay. So we've got this. I think these guys... oh, right. You're just supposed to, like, scream these guys. Is there anything else here? No. Well, it's a good thing we came out this direction. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, that's how we got over here. Okay. Okay. So down we go? I'm just aimless wandering. We'll find our way at some point. Yeah, because this place is a mess. Oh, no, we can't do that yet. We might not even be able to do anything in this place. Which is unfortunate? Yeah, no, can't do it. Can't do a dang doodle. Let's try going down. Ow. What? Really? Okay, that's what I get. Do not try and jump dash while trying to swim under here. It's apparently not appreciated. Oh. That's a good thing to get my hands on. Now, is there anything else around here? Because we should be back in Fog Canyon. Okay, so I can go up at this point. Oh. Oh, wait, no. That's the... That's one of the shortcuts into the Queen's Gardens. You can get in if you take the lower left path. Okay, so this one. Or maybe the lower left. There's several of these paths, and I truly don't know which is the right way in. It doesn't matter that much. Like, we should go get the Shadow Dash anyway before it... Yeah, this is the proper entrance. Oh, Queen's Gardens has really beautiful music, too. Not sure how that didn't hit me, honestly. Let's see. Wander, I haven't seen you in a video with Bird or Keith in a while. Not really friends with them anymore. Keith kind of did some bad things. I don't know. I don't like talking about it. Oh, hey, we've got this open. Cool. Let's see. So, Shadowgate was over here. I think we already got this. But yeah, this is the right place. Ow. Oh, I see. It's at a slightly different angle. And yeah, remember you've got to carry the flower all the way here. I remember. I spent like 2 days on that. Oh, there's Cloth. Ah, tiny warrior. Then you two come test yourself against that traitorous tribe. A deadly bunch they are that roost within these glades. I had once stayed well clear of them, but your actions have shown me the truth of it. We must face down our fears or be defeated by them. If we both make it through, we can swap stories for our adventures. I'd look forward to that. Stay alive, my friend. Whatever you seek in here, I'm sure that tribe won't look lightly on our intrusion. It's time. I'll face that fear. Nola will be proud. But no, it's just not a fun thing to talk about, like, losing friends and why. Especially because, like, it's a public thing. And I realize people are going to be asking about this for ages. And it's frustrating, too, because, like, it's... Oops. Well, I'm just going to be falling all the way down. Oh, because you can't Let's just try this again. Okay. So... We've got that mantis. No, damn. Oh, right. They're like weird boomerang blades. These mantises are jerks. Let's see. But I don't know. It's one of those where it's like, drama is dumb. And I realize I'm going to be talking about this probably a lot over the next, like, 2 years as people slowly get the news. Because I didn't put out any announcements, and I don't want to. Because, like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like no matter what, anything and everything always just evolves into worse garbage. So the less I talk about it, the better. Because I don't want to, like, weaponize audiences or, like, you know, have this, like, stupid war back and forth of videos talking about, like, what happened, and I don't know. Easier for me to just kind of move on. Let's see. Okay, so that's nothing. I think we actually have to smash down through the floor to get to that. Yeah, he's up there. How do you get to these places? If you heard of Hollownest Queen, apparently these gardens were once her retreat. Now some vicious types are crawling all over the place, and the plants have grown wild. As inhospitable as it is, I've enjoyed my travels here. Care to see my efforts? And his maps are cheap. But then again, that fragile greed really is making the most of this situation. We are going to be no. Okay. I was like, no, my bench. I need that. Okay, so do we level? Yeah, we've got plenty of Geo, let's... Oh. Let's not put it into luck anymore. Actually, let's start going nail damage. But yeah, no, I realize, like, a lot of these, a lot of people do wonder about these things, and, like, I know some people have actively, like, tried to somehow get me to, maybe not make amends, but, like, you know, convince me to make amends or anything like that. That's always, like, a risky, or not a risky thing. That's always harder. So it's easier for me not to. I don't know. I also would say, like, part of the reason why I don't want to talk about it too much, apart from the fact that it's non-content, is, like, Shell is quite upset about some of the things that happened. And it's like, I can kind of just brush it off. Because I've had loads of friends that have, like, just kind of done crappy things to me over the years. It's a freaking Venus flytrap here. That's annoying. Like, anywhere from, like, the stainless situation, which was just, like, they were mad because we were playing too much Strat Mechanic and not including them in stuff. This is awkward. And so they decided to yell about us? Complain about us on stream for, like, 15-20 minutes as I was hosting them and hanging out in their chat and stuff, and I was kind of mad about that, because you don't do that to people, I guess. And then, like, oh man, I've talked about some of my groups in the past. What was it? I think I was talking about this when I was playing Graveyard Keeper, but I had a group of friends in high school and elementary school and stuff. They were nice initially. You know, we were very big on the video game scene, but we moved from, like, cooperative games and, like, kind of fun games to nothing but Counter-Strike for the most part. And I think it's kind of informed my general absolute dislike for competitive games. Because it was like a bunch of middle schoolers who effectively were only interested in competing to see who is the best. Hey, there's the love key, finally. Uh-oh, too long spent together, we've become as one. There we go. I didn't realize there was an ambush dude. What's my essence count? It's like 400 or 500, give or take. Maybe 500. But yeah, I've talked about them during the vault building videos. Yeah, I could talk about it again. But so, like, effectively, it started as, like, just kind of a basic group of friends. But it, like, I'm gonna say it quickly became adversarial. Oh, it's this spot. The corpse of a mossy vagabond, overcome with infection. I remember you could come back here, I could have come here earlier and, like, seen these guys while they were living, and they had, like, a weird little cult. Let's see, and yeah, this is how we get back to down there. I wonder if I can get up to the Queen's Path. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're back in Deep Nest. By accident, I guess. I like playing competitive games with friends. Yeah, see, that kind of thing is fun. But the problem is, like, we were playing CS Source with each other and with each other only. It's not very fun playing Counter-Strike when it's not, like, your main game. And everybody else, it is. So, like, they would play Counter-Strike. Okay, I have 509 essence, by the way. Everybody else would play Counter-Strike Source for hours on end every single day. Whereas, like, I would play, you know, Halo campaign mode, various CRPGs, like a bunch of related things. God dang, little bugs. Okay. But, you know, I played a wide variety of games over my life. High school, career, I don't even know. And, you know, most of the people I knew were pretty focused on one thing at a time. If even, well, you know, one or two. It was usually like competitive shooters or so on and so forth. And you know, I can't fault people for liking such things. If I remember right, this is only filled with fakes, yeah? Yeah, I think so. I don't remember there being anything else there. So you can dream nail the grubs to tell if they're mimics. Or I could just kill the shit out of them. Let's see, one of them was real? Oh, okay. It was probably this one, considering there's no corpse? Okay, the center one and the back three was real. Cool. I just hit them all and I knew they were going to come after me, so I was just like, they all die. I guess I was wrong. Okay, but yeah, so they all played like Counter-Strike relentlessly, with each other, against each other, so on and so forth. And it wasn't like it was unfun playing with them. It's that nobody cared to, say, play against other people online. I think this was back when they had some serious hacking problems on Counter-Strike as well. Like, wall hack was common. And you could tell, like, we'd be specking people and it'd just be like, yeah, that's a wall hack. Holy crap, is that a wall hack? Because you could just see the guy, like, tracking them. Or was it aimbots? It was aimbots and wall hack. It was a bit of both, but it was pretty obvious when you were spectating whether somebody was using one or the other. And so, I was more of a Battlefield guy, because I like being medic and just running around with the defribs, just picking people up, because that's always fun for me. And it feels like in Battlefield you can do more like team-based stuff, and it's less just focused on exactly killing. You know, you can do artillery support, tanks, fixing stuff, landmines, but I don't know. Anyway, I actually haven't played a Battlefield game since Bad Company 2. What about TF2? To some degree, before our time. TF2 came out, or okay, not exactly before our time. We were playing games together as a group before TF2 came out. Like this is in the era beforehand. So for me it wasn't particularly interesting to try and pick up TF2 because I didn't have any friends that played it anymore. Because effectively these Counter-Strike friends that I'd play with, Sporshroom, hey, that's one of the things we need to pick up. Effectively, like I would throw like birthday party, LAN party, all night things. You know, I always try and play like the gracious host. I try and like make everybody feel included. I try and do quite a lot, honestly, and reciprocity has never been anybody else's strong suit in my life, and I'm not really sure why. But, you know, I'll often be the one to organize, make sure everybody has the games, stuff like that. And people will show up and be like, nah, we don't want to do what you were suggesting we're going to do. And we're not actually going to put any legwork into making it work. We're just going to be a stick in the mud. So, I've told this story a lot, because I think it's kind of the quintessential reason why this group ended friendship-wise. But effectively, one of the guys shows up and is like, I found out about these, like, free-to-play games. We should play them. And I'm like, okay. He's like, but it takes like 10 hours to download, so we better get started soon. And it's like, okay. And so we all got started, and he pretty much just unilaterally only played this game the entire time that the LAN party was going on, with the exception of stacking the team against me in CSS. Which, like, you know, I can take a loss gracefully, but I can't take, like, 3 hours of getting my ass beat by the 3 best players because they refused to play with anybody else on their team. But yeah, so that was the only time he joined us, which wasn't very fun, so I very quickly, like, gave up on CSS, and then they got mad at me because it wasn't, the teams weren't balanced anymore because it was a 2v3, and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm just gonna go play Halo by myself for my own birthday. And then eventually we finally got the we finally got the free-to-play game working, just like this guy wanted. And lo and behold, he was bored of it and didn't want to play anymore. Because he'd been playing it all night. And I was just like, I just don't want to see you guys again. And so, yeah, I just stopped playing with them. Made new friends. And honestly, like, it was better. Oh, God. Wow, that's messy. Wonder you needed that geo for other purchases. No, I didn't. I don't need geo for anything. I should probably go figure out where the rest of the mask fragments are. But no, I get geo every 10 seconds just by existing. So I don't need to do anything. I just need to stand around for a while and I'll have enough money to afford stuff. Like if we hit a roadblock because I'm too poor, I just turn on cheat engine and go speed mode. For the most part, I'm not actually going to do that. Let's start throwing geo at her. Hello there, dearie. I was about to close up shop and run till you came along and provide a banking service if you're interested. Losing one's geo is a terrible thing, and it's so much more likely if you carry it about on yourself. My vault is much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single geo. Maybe you'd consider opening an account. Pay to open up an account. You're a smart one. Next time some dreadful beastie gets the best of you, you'll be glad to know your geo's safe within my my vault. Now let's do some banking. Deposit. All of it. I don't remember how much you have to give her before she bails, but I might as well do this. Let's see. Reminds me of your brother's nasty habit of convincing you to buy $40 games to play with him. Always play for a day and then you get bored and would buy another game. I kind of have that nasty habit. I am very much like a you know, alternate between various games kind of person. That said, Divinity Original Sin 2 is fantastic. The plot kind of sucks, but the everything else about it is great. It's 500 geo or so to get her to bail? I thought it was a lot more than that. Oh well. But yeah, Divinity 2 is absolutely worth buying. But I've always been kind of a buy a bunch of different games and give them a go. Oh man, I have a lot of games that I've bought with the intention of playing at some point. Just haven't had the time to sit down and do so. Let's see. But yeah, what other bad friend stories have I mean, I might as well be on this track since we're here. Let's go up. Let's see, so after I more or less ditched this group, oh yeah, they also left like a giant cookie horror mess. You know, they were eating cookies because my mother makes delicious oatmeal chip cookies. Like they're really good. And so she made a bunch of them for everybody to eat. You know, instead of a birthday cake. Because birthday cake is bad. I don't like birthday cake at all. Joe likes cookie cake, which I can't fault her for. That's pretty good. Oh. It's your money being spent. You keep buying him games. Oh, stop doing that. Buy games for yourself, and if he wants to front the money to buy his own copy, then go for that. At this point, I only buy games for people if it benefits me. Like if I'm doing a series on something and somebody can't buy a copy. Even then, that's bit me in the ass. Let's see. But, yeah, why would you make a mess of cookies? It's all over the plate and you can eat the crumbs. Yeah, I don't know, but effectively what they would do is they'd, like, take a bite of the cookie and then, like, drop it or something? I don't know. All I remember is effectively my mother was quite mad at me when we woke up. Or when I woke up, you know, everybody had already left because it was like an all-night party. Everybody left in the morning. And so I wake up sometime in the afternoon because, you know, I was up late. And more or less, my mother's like, you know, your friends just left this awful mess in this corner. I get over there, and it's just half-eaten cookies, like, all over the ground. You know, ground into the rug and stuff, and it's like, either this guy is, like, so incredibly thoughtless, or actually was doing this sort of thing intentionally. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. And I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what his plan was. I never spoke to him again, because I don't want to be friends with somebody that leaves that kind of giant mess behind for me to have to clean up, or my mother. Like, I'm assuming he's better at his own home, but I don't know. You don't eat half a cookie. Yeah, that's kind of where I was. It was like, how do you muck that up? And my assumption is, yeah, this guy was either so incredibly selfish or so incredibly lazy that he just, maybe he'd drop it, maybe he'd fumble it, maybe he was trying to eat the cookie while he was playing. I give people the benefit of the doubt way too often. It's a fault. You know, let's see. I remember at the place to deliver the flowers somewhere. But yeah, so effectively, it was just this awful mess, and yeah, I more or less had to spend, like, a decent chunk of time cleaning up after this slob. And he wasn't even, like, a close friend. He was just one of the guys that, was more tangential to the friend group that I just would invite along, because, if he wasn't there, everybody else was just going to be like, where's Justin? And so yeah, I cleaned it up, and then I complained about it, and everybody seemed to act like it was no big deal. I was just like, you know, I don't want to be around you anymore. And so I didn't. There were some other things, like they effectively forced me to play the female role in, like, a movie project together without asking me. Which, like, realistically, if I had been asked, I would have been fine with it, but the fact that they unilaterally decided to do so without asking me, and more or less treated it like some kind of giant joke. It was more of a, like, oh, I'm not actually, like, mad about this, because, like, even as a weirdo high schooler, I was pretty progressive, but it's just the, like, you ask people. Because, yeah, it very clearly became like, yeah, I'm not the, you know, I'm not one of the main members of this group project, I'm just here. So, I just gave up.